Hi, I'm Jeet from Espresso Tech Sales and Service. Today we're going to be doing a video featuring the Jura ENA 9 Micro OTC. So pretty much this is quite like the ENA 9 itself, but it's just a slimmed down version. The ENA series has already gotten a bunch of praise, being the world's slimmest super automatic machine, sitting in at about 23 centimeters wide. This unit here further shrinks down the body, and it only sits about 32 centimeters tall and with a depth of 44.5 centimeters. So it's a really compact unit, really good for tiny households, places that the kitchen doesn't have a lot of real estate, so you want to maximize it. And with this unit, it can do everything. It's really compact and it's really self-contained. So overview on this unit, we have the dispensing head, which is adjustable to accommodate small espresso cups and also very large mugs when you want to do an Americano or a drip style coffee. From the group head, we have the attachment to the auto frothing system. The vacuum container is not sold with the ENA 9, but you can purchase it as a side accessory. But from this, it sucks up the milk into the group head where it's automatically frothed and dispensed. So at the touch of a button on this machine, you can get espressos, cappuccinos, lattes, and you can also get drip style coffee. So right below the group head, we have the drip tray, and it's a simple pull system just like all the other Juras. It's really neat. Everything comes out that you need to clean from the swing of one pull. So you have your drip tray containing all your water. You also have your dregs drawer, which contains your used coffee pucks right here. And that simply just slides right back in. On the top here at the beginning, we have the power switch. The power switch is a zero energy power switch. What that means is that once you turn it off, it's not going to suck away any power from the wall. Right beside it, we have the display and control panel. We have a color display. It's green when it's operational. If there's an error, say if the drip tray is missing, it'll error and also read it out to you. So it's really easy to use in that sense. You're not going to get an error message and you have to figure out what's wrong with the unit. It clearly tells you what's wrong. In the center, we have a nice larger rotodial. It's different than the ENA series, and I quite like this one. It's really easy to operate. You can actually slide it around with your finger very easily. Also, starting from the top right, we have the button for hot water. Next, we have espresso, large coffee, which you can set up for your drip style coffee. Starting down here would be your latte button, and then you have your cappuccino button. And then at the top you have your rinsing button. And now that I look back at it, I think I switched those two around, but pretty much those are your One Touch Cappuccino milk buttons. If we go further back on the right hand side here, it's a very sleek design how everything's hidden. We have the grinder adjustment knob, and that's to adjust it to a finer, coarser setting. If you run oilier beans, run it to a coarser setting. So it's just nicely kept away here. And on the left hand side, if you do the same thing, we get access to the bypass doser. And so that you can put in 1 scoop of coffee. It's a little bit different because of their smaller body size. Jura's opted with a new redesigned brew unit, and that new brew unit itself can only do basically 1 shot at a time. It's variable between 6 and 10 grams of coffee between different strengths. But yeah, you can't do double shots anymore. So in that bypass, you can only put 1 shot of coffee, and it's labeled here, but just in case. So because the machine was on and I opened up the bypass doser, it automatically starts to prep the drink, and it errors saying that there's not enough coffee, which is pretty smart on the unit. It won't just go ahead and rush through. On the back, right behind that, we have the bean hopper. Holds 125 grams of coffee. It's also got a sensor. So if you pull it out, this little sensor right here will tell the machine that the lid's missing, so you can actually grind with it, making sure all your fingers are safe. Also, it's got a nice aroma guard, so it prevents the beans from getting old and stale. When I put that back in here, the last thing in the back of the machine is a water reservoir, and much like the ENA series, it's a 1.1 liter water reservoir. You just simply lift it up, and you can lift it all the way up, but if you're underneath the counter, which in most cases this is where this machine is going to be, you simply can just pull it back and then swivel it around. So it's not too bad to get the water tank out underneath a restricted height. So that's the rough overview on the ENA 9 Micro. The machine heats up in 90 seconds and it's pretty much ready to go from there. In the programming menu, you have a bunch of other options to preset all your drinks to however you like it. Plus you can run automatic rinsing cycles and cleaning cycles too to make sure the machine is nice and clean. So thanks for checking out our video, and stay tuned for our next one.